Start a game.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9.
I got him. Hey, 41 Mike. Target. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. We ain't giving up nothing today. 41's coming. 41's a Mike.
Gun now for Murray. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
So it looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say it was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
On 2nd and 7, Lance escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Under 10. 10.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. This is our time. Check. Crunch. 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 Check. Check. Check.
Hey, don't fear me.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming.
Hey, man.
Check it out.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Here we go, here we go. 44, Mike, 44.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ross on the return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 24, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Murray going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large gain.
41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check 41. In your face.
They're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Isaiah Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Murray now. Flushed out right. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A solid run of the there as he tucked it away, and he's still short of the marker. That's 4th. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You call it, we all it, baby.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Now play fake. Lance. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Kill. 97. Check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Rabbit. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11.
On 2nd and 10. Lance. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 44. Let's go, guys. Get that ball. Kill. Football's the Mike. Mike's football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big ace open.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not easy to hold on to. Now here's Michael Vincent as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
Switch.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to face a third down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Watch a slant.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patient...
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Lutz with the extra point. That makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, Murray. Oh, Gronkowski with a diving catch. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Throwing now is Murray. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest when you get that type of speed. You do so, send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On play action, Lance. Flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case,
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they started with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Murray now to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray.
And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance swings this out here for Cohen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Single. Hatchet. Strike 3-3. Hey, check Mike 11. Watch run.
Throwing now is Lance. Being chased out left. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
Let's go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He's coming, double up. Shot, 17. Check Mike 11. Check. Watch twist. Twist. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn up.
On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, baby.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Check three. Shit.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And now they'll throw with Lance. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A nice run there on 1st down as Henry uses his size to plow forward. Call it a pickup of 7.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Anderson on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First down, Murray. Wide open, Gronkowski. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On the give, this is Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. To throw, it's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards.
What? I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Like 9.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Let's put that team on the front.
Working from the gun. Lance. Buying time to his left. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Switch. Big Dad. Go ultra. Alert 3. Check three.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down and 15 after the false start.
36. 44. Mike, 44. Exit. Check. Lucky. Tight dog.
Here's Lance. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that one. Boom, boom, here we go. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. I hate to swing my feet and nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On first down, Lance. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Check view. You're not ready. Slam, slam, slam.
Now Lance. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Wide, get wide. Check 31, check 31.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. You must be
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch the safety creep. Check 37, check 37. 49, check 49, check right. Check straight.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is T.J. Logan to return it. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, You're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Just like that. Just like that.
Murray to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Varkey.
To throw
Tech.
is Murray. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Come on.
Now Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Close game.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Probably time for two more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. Check 99. 52. 44's the Mike. Green Jacks. All right, T, let's check. All right, T.
He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
Oh boy.
Hey man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 44's the Mike, 44's Mike. Check. Let's go. 44's the Mike, 44's the Mike.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Reception here by Ruggs. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Black shot. Check steal. Bang.
One final try now for Lance. This for all the marbles. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Dallas, they continue.
Va SF Tech.